Chris, this may be the favorite project I've done so far on this channel. What do you think?
I am thoroughly fucking enjoying it. Yeah, I gotta hand it to you.
I never don't get a chuckle out of that intro.
Just something about Mario killing a man in cold blood, you know, really tickles my funny bone.
It's the juxtaposition of opposites, you know, something you typically wouldn't see him do. It subverts your expectations.
It does, in a delightful way.
All right, sorry, I'm eating the last of my Aristos.
Aristos?
They're like Guatemalan Funyuns.
Oh, okay. I can get on board with that.
Right, let's see. So we left off on the bunker because we got captured.
Yes.
So now we gotta.
We blew up the Yoshi copter.
Yes, the helicopter that looked vaguely like Yoshi.
we're not 100% sure if that was intentional, but if it wasn't, it was a little on the nose.
It was a weird thing to alter.
It was. It's like they got part of the way into it. It's like, we're gonna make this a full-blown Yoshi copter. Ah, fuck it, just make it big and green. Fucking Peaches Natalia, of course. So Nick, well, between episodes, speaking of snacks here, I mixed myself a gin and tonic, and I don't know why it's taken me this long to purchase a bottle of aviation gin, but I gotta tell you, it's a supremely drinkable little like kind of an all-rounder, and especially for $20, it's not half bad at all.
An all-rounder? What is that?
Just like a gin that is just good across the board. Like it's not like the best gin I've ever had, but for $20, it's kind of a great safety gin, you know?
I'm always happy for people that can drink alcohol and enjoy it. I've never had a palate for it myself. It all tastes like rubbing alcohol to me, unfortunately.
And you know, gin gets that reputation, but I want to say, like, you can really taste the juniper in this, and it's just kind of, like I said, it's just kind of a nice, drinkable gin. It's not too harsh. Like, someone who is new to gin, I would recommend this to him. That being said, I have to...
Ooh.
When you eventually do get down here, remind me to mix you a, what's it called? Shit. I'll think of the name later, but it's a coffee liqueur cocktail that I think you are going to...
Yeah, coffee liqueur is about the only thing I can drink and get any degree of pleasure from it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think this is something that you will likely become slightly obsessed with and then duplicate and perfect in your own home, as you do with many of the things that I introduce you to that you actually enjoy. For instance, FF14. Hey Nick, you should really play this fun little game with me. 400 hours later, Nick is
yeah, 400 on the small side.
Yeah, right.
I think I put like a solid year and a half into that game.
You know, it was a damn good game.
One of my favorite Final Fantasies, strangely enough. It was an MMO that still felt like a canonical game.
Yeah, it was excellent. That aside, this cocktail that I want to introduce you to, it's very simple. You take some of the coffee liqueur, just a splash of Caribbean rum, and then you mix that with some lemon juice and, get this, some homemade honey syrup. And it is absolutely like the most mellow coffee tincture tasting. It's absolutely delicious. Like, you almost wouldn't know there was alcohol in it if, you know, 3 of them later you weren't plastered.
Well, the best drinks are the ones you can't taste the alcohol in, I guess.
It really does. It has that honey lemon thing going for it, but somehow they you know, when you think honey lemon, the first thing that comes to your mind isn't really coffee, but somehow all the flavors marry together perfectly. And I wish I could remember the freaking name of the cocktail. I stole the recipe from Cardinal Spirits here in town. It's one of the ones that they make with the coffee liqueur in their bar.
Huh.
But
I almost forgot to get the videotape.
But I've always been of the mind that, you know, everyone should have, you know, 1 or 2 cocktails that they're really proficient at making in the event that they have a guest over or a date. And I really feel like this is, like, it is extremely simple to make. It's got like the added wow factor of, hey, I made honey syrup in my kitchen just to craft this cocktail, and it tastes extremely sophisticated. So.
I love how the tape you have to retrieve
is fucking Mario.
Oh darn
no.
it. Oh, wait a second. I think you can just pull it up in your inventory.
Wait, we can actually see it in the inventory.
Yep.
Yes, that's awesome.
It's the Goldeneye tape, and it's even doctored to have Mario on it. It's brilliant.
Which, ironically, is what I am doing for the title card of this series.
Oh yes, that was quite good looking.
Yeah, for me not knowing jack shit about Photoshop, this channel does get by. Now, if only someone besides the two of us were actually watching it. Oh shit! What is shooting you right now?
Someone behind me, but he's only got clubs.
Clubs.
The gun that was named after Ken Lobb, one of the lead designers in the game.
Club. I never knew that.
Fun fact.
So Nick, in the multiplayer version of this game, what were some of your favorite, like, custom rules to set? Did you do, like, slap only? Did you do knife fights?
Everybody did a little bit of those. My particular favorite, though, was the Golden Gun mode.
Golden Gun mode, that was a classic.
Now, I can't remember.
It was so frenetic.
Was this the game where the Golden Gun mode was... There was only one Golden Gun on the map, and it killed in one shot?
Yes.
Or was this the game where you had to pick up the 3 pieces and put it together?
Oh, I want to say that it was just out there on the map.
Okay, that must have been The World Is Not Enough then, which also had an adequate multiplayer.
But what I loved about the Golden Gun mode in this game, it was just such a mad scramble to get the Golden Gun. And then, like, it didn't even matter, like, you know, at that point, if anyone else even wanted to try to run away from you, they weren't gonna.
Well, you got one shot before you had to reload, so it did have some drawbacks. But
yeah, they could slap you to death at that point.
If you were competent.
Yeah.
Or if there was also lasers on the map or something.
Yeah. But most of the time, I think the way that we played it, or if you could even set it this way, I seem to remember there being like one golden gun and the rest of the people were just unarmed. Like, you were unarmed until you got the golden gun.
No, there were other guns available.
Okay, so I must be imagining that. I remember the knife being strangely effective, too.
Yeah, but it was also difficult to use.
Yeah. I kind of like this rendition of Princess Peach, like, she's actually competent.
All they had to do was make Peach a completely different character.
Yeah, right, all they had to do is, you know, completely undermine everything that we know about Peach. I gotta say, though, I did enjoy Peach's little, like, story arc in Mario Odyssey, if you can call it a story arc, you know?
It's about as close as it gets.
Yeah, I thought it was just subversive enough. You know, like, you know, at the end of the game, Mario and Bowser are fighting over, and Peach is like, no, fuck, I just want to travel the world. Fuck you guys. I'm not ready to settle down. Oh. That was
okay, my last onion ring, I swear. I'm done.
That was a shockingly short mission.
Ah, the statue park.
The statue of the fucking Soviet symbol.
Gotta contact Wario. Yeah, I like how
is Wario a fucking communist?
Well, I like how everything in this game has changed, except for the Soviet imagery, which is just still constant.
They could have used like a Koopa symbol or something, but nope, it's just a fucking sickle and hammer.
It's just, which I almost like even more.
Here's another level I remember for some reason being really impressed with as a kid.
It was very unnerving.
Yeah, maybe it's just like the darkness of it, and
it was the low visibility and the guards that could spawn out of anywhere in that darkness.
The statues,
very unnerving.
The statues, I remember. Yeah, those were unnerving. Is that star always there? Or is that a Mario thing?
No, that was always there.
That was always there. Okay.
Communists had the big red stars.
Yeah, that's true. That they do. So does Mario.
Well, I'm sure there's at least a few YouTube videos out there about communist symbolism regarding Mario.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's amazing how much Mario iconography is straight up borrowed from communism. That's funny.
Well, that is some amazing texturing on
wow.
Whatever this is supposed to be.
There's the Hammer Bros and their lesser-known brothers, the Sickle Bros.
Okay, there's a couple more.
Boy, the music in this level is very fucking Russian, isn't it?
Oh, hello, Wario's arm.
I wonder who's in here. Oh
God,
Nick, something
looks
seems
like someone
off.
just shotgunned his face in.
Jesus, it looks like they just blew a fucking hole in Wario. I'm not doing so good tonight. I cannot smell anything. I assume that is okay. My chin, it is also an ass. But that's just what Wario looks like in every game. I mean, look at that fucking chin.
Thanks, Wario.
I just fucking drops Wario. That's fuck you.
I always had to do it as a kid. Okay,
Drop
what were
Wario.
the objectives on here?
Oh man.
Helicopter.
This game
Locate
brings me
the
such joy.
helicopter, rescue Peach. Okay, you do have to find the flight record. So this is one of those stages where it didn't change.
Ah, the golden communist symbol. Another golden communist symbol.
So, read anything interesting lately? Book-wise?
You know, not really. Yes and no. Like, nothing new. I am repeating the Lord of the Rings trilogy right now.
Ah.
I'm at the part of the Two Towers where you transition into Frodo and Sam's narrative.
You know, a lot of that is just one big blur to me, that book series.
Really, I enjoy it.
Frodo, it was, oh my god, look at how slowly these Koopa Troopas move.
I know. They also look very spectral, you know? There we go.
Yeah, I think they're not texturing quite properly.
Now he's metamorphosizing into a solid Koopa. Back from the dead. But why, Luigi? I trusted you. I like how they're very inconsistent with what they add the on in the translation.
Yeah, right?
I barely escaped unscathed. I will have my... See, I would do it in a different place. What have you done with Peach? The girl. I left her with the pirate helicopter at the parking gates. Look at him go. Can you kill him now? No.
Koopas with shotguns.
Koopa with a shotgun.
I'm a little surprised. Why did you ever finish the Witcher series?
God damn it, Nick. No, but here's the thing, though. Like, I got as far as I could, now I can't access them because I don't have Audible.
Oh, okay, I see.
I got what I could get for free, but I'm about to actually spend money on them after I finish Return of the King.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, I see. Well, I mean, if it's on Audible, you still have access to the ones you've bought.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because
I listened to the first 3 on Scribed. I'm at number 4, and I'll pick that up on Audible.
That makes sense. I've always wanted to get your opinion on the ending.
Yeah, I know you've been waiting for the better part of 2 years on that one, but I will absolutely do that. And it's not for, like, lack of interest either. Like, I enjoy The Witcher so much, and I really like the books. It's just, once you get free audiobooks, it's hard to start paying for them.
Well, that's true. I mean, like I've said, I tend to get most of mine through my local library, so
yeah, that's true.
There's never a shortage of them.
Our local library has a lot of crackheads, and COVID.
Well, you know, you get them digitally, so you don't actually have to go in there.
Oh, that's nice. That's right. I do remember Defiance, like, of all of the weird things, having a really impressive library.
That library has been under construction for the last, like, 20 years.
But it's great. It's just hanging out over a river. It's got a freaking...
until the grant funding runs out.
Right. But it's like hanging out right by the river. It's got like a freaking bell tower. It's a beautiful library, and it's really well maintained.
It better be for upteen millions of dollars.
Oh, really? I guess that makes sense.
Like I said, it's perpetually under repair because they keep getting grant funding for it.
I gotcha. Well, and it's got to be an older building now, too.
I mean, it's older, but so's my house, you know.
And I don't need millions of dollars of repairs.
But if the money were offered, I'm sure I'd be taking it, so...
Taking it right to the bank. What is that? Oh, that's right.
Okay, now is that all the objectives? Yes.
Yep. Done.
Easy peasy.
See, again, like, I know that you've played through this game enough that you remember it fairly well, but, like, I do not. And so, like I said, some of these objectives are quite nebulous to me. Wow, like, for whatever... Donkey Kong. For whatever reason, the game just started skipping really hardcore on my end.
Huh, strange. I didn't see anything on my end. I like how the gun just phases into his fist.
Right? Let me give it a minute here and see after this cutscene if it comes back. Otherwise, we might have to pause here for a second.
Well, this picture's gonna haunt me tonight.
Fucking DK with a gun. There's a truck waiting outside.
I like him just smiling, too. Jeez.
He just suddenly fucking remembers he's a gorilla. No, I'm still getting some real hardcore, like, freezing issues here. Okay, I'm going to pause the stream, okay, Nick?
Oh, well, it's fine. You'll just cut all that out in editing, right?
Yep, something like that. I think we're in good shape now.
Sounds good.
I did pick up enough of it, though, to see Donkey Kong with the fucking gun.
That's what's important.
Which I gotta say just made my night.
Well, it's about the second time we've seen Donkey Kong with the gun.
Are we talking about Smash Brothers again?
Oh, well, I was referring specifically to Donkey Kong 64.
That's right.
Oh, good lord.
What is happening in here? Jesus.
Whatever you want. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Bowser stole it. He's a traitor. What is that? Why is the Koopa with the Donkey Kong? Okay, whatever.
Because these are Russians. The other ones are Trevelyan's men or Luigi's men.
Right. These are Russian Koopas. Very different kinds of Koopas. You gotta
remember, in the context of the movie, the Russians were technically innocent.
Why would they fucking put a gun on the table where he can just reach for it? Like, we're going to give you the option to shoot your way out of here, but we advise against it. Oh, there's some regular Koops.
I guess they just gave up with that then. Hey.
I gotta tell you, I love the sunglasses Koopas, though.
The sunglasses Koopa Troop. Oh my god, there's so many explosions.
Yep.
It's like being chased by Mr. X. Look at the size of these guys.
Right. So, Nick, what's your thought? Are we ever gonna get a Code Veronica remake?
Oh, yeah, the way that Capcom is mining those games for easy money? Absolutely.
Well, I'm upset, though, because I hear they're going straight to Resident Evil 4, which would imply that they're skipping over Code Veronica.
They'll go back to it if they need to.
Because I gotta tell you, right next to Resident Evil 2 in my pantheon of great Resident Evil games is Code Veronica.
Yeah, like I said, they'll end up going back to it, even if they do manage to remake 4 first, because it's easy money. It's easier to make a remake than to make something new.
Yeah. But that being said, though, like, I've been, like, a stone's throw away multiple times on this channel. Is that fucking Marx? Go to your left. Fucking poster of Karl Marx just fucking hanging there.
Replaced with like Bowser or, they just left the Karl Marx picture in.
Guys, we gotta make this place really Russian. What do Russian people decorate with? I don't know, fucking Karl Marx posters? Alright, put it in there. Can
my,
you
so many of
imagine, like, what to a building? There's just a poster.
I like that if you go into like the game's assets, this is probably marks.jpg.
I don't know why that's so fucking funny. It's like just where it's placed, There's just no rhyme or reason to it. It's just like, by the way, fucking Karl Marx. Oh my god.
You okay, Chris? Are we losing you?
Oh my god, that was awesome though.
Gotta know why I had to shoot that one in each eye.
Oh. Because fuck Koopas. Fucking Koops. Oh my god, I don't know why, like, that poster just struck me the way that it did. The fucking...
Oh, there's Joseph Stalin.
Oh my god. Like, I love this game, and I'm sure the people who produced it worked so fucking hard on it. But can you, like, picture, like, you have a Russian friend, right? And it's Christmas time, you don't know what to get him, so you just get him a fucking hanging picture of Joseph Stalin.
Where is this coming from?
Oh man.
I know what you're getting
that's
for
what would
Christmas.
happen. Like, someone had to have given that to these guys, and like, oh, thank you. And like, felt awkward enough that they had to like hang it up. Oh my god.
I know what you're getting for Christmas.
I just want to do that to somebody. Just give them a picture of Joseph Stalin or Karl Marx.
One angry Koopa Troopa.
I mean, he couldn't have been that angry because he had a lot of opportunity to kill her there, and he just let her go. I love her running animation, by the way.
This was always one of the worst parts of the game, trying to not get her murdered as everyone was running around you.
Yeah, right?
Particularly when you're trying to get the cheat in this game. I think it was like you had to beat the level on 00 Agent in a minute and a half?
Yeah. Well, and hey, at least... for Peach, realistically, she has an excuse for the way that she's running headlong into danger, because she's at least running in a dress, which has to be really difficult. Oh god, where'd she go?
Probably behind me.
There she is.
I remember the AI not being total trash in this game.
Yeah. Oh, hey, speaking of running in a dress, I recently started Nier Automata. I don't know if that's a game that you played or got into at all.
I did. I finished at 100%. It was good and it was all right.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I can't help but get the feeling though that like kind of the opposite of what Square Enix usually does. Like all of the effort went into like combat mechanics and absolutely none of it into like the world graphics or anything. 'Cause like, at first I thought I was, like, playing in, like, an artificial environment, like, this is a digital simulation. No, that's just straight up how the game looks. Everything has, like, that gray filter over it, and, like, a bunch of kind of stagnant, empty buildings and wide open, empty environments. But, that being said,
yeah,
I'm enjoying the robot combat.
With and the like.
Say that again?
Like, all these buildings you feel like you're supposed to be able to interact with and the like, and then turns out no.
No, it's just like ugly wallpaper.
Yeah,
but interestingly
like
enough,
I said,
go ahead.
I was just say, yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, it's not dampening my experience. It's just kind of jarring. Given.
Did you know anything about the game going into it?
Nothing except I did play the original Drakengard way back on the PS2. I enjoyed Drakengard. I know that the first Nier game is a pseudo-sequel to that. It's like an alternate universe. And then this is a pseudo-sequel alternate universe to that game. So... yeah,
the timelines are very... Yeah.
Because
okay,
you
but I won't say anything more because the game does some interesting things with subverting your expectations and the like.
Okay.
It does some pretty cool things about playing about game mechanics and in preconceptions. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'll look forward to that.
It's got some cool stuff, and it's arsenal.
So
it's
far,
a serviceable game.
So far, I'm just kind of like enjoying. Hey, like robots with swords. That's pretty cool. I'm down for this. And then at the same time, I'm getting like the really hard like Weibo anime environment because you know you're playing as a robot whose ass you can't help but see everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, none of this is like dampening my enjoyment of the game. It's just it's either like so unaware as to be its own unique thing, or so self-aware as to be cheeky, and I can't decide which it is yet.
Well, it's one of those games. The game was made by, I believe, Yoko Tamaru, and he's like a Hideo Kojima in that he kind of has his own personal stamp on a game. Like when you play one of his games, you know you're playing one of his games. He's got a very unique style.
Yeah, I can see that. I will say that for those kind of personalities, a large part of that style almost always seems to be tits and ass. I mean, it's not all of it, but they have to have it in there. Yeah.
I remember reading an interview with him at one point as to why there was so... Oh, hello, civilian. I remember reading an interview when someone had asked him, so why is there so much TNA in your game? He's like, I just like seeing women in short skirts. And I was like...
The fuck's your problem?
Right. Like, you know what? At least he's just not making some artsy bullshit excuse. At least he's just being upfront about it.
Oh no, it represents her liberated identity as a woman. Like, no, I just like no women looking short skirts.
That is exactly what it was. I just like seeing women in short skirts.
It's kind of like the creator of Dead or Alive. You know, they're really good fighting games. Also got a bunch of bikini chicks in them for no real reason. Why the hell not? Like, he's decided that these two things are not mutually exclusive concepts. You can have a good fighting game with great mechanics. And also just barely dressed women. That's just something he does.
I love the squish sound effects in this.
I love it, the Cooper. Listen to them suffer. Oh, God. This is what you get for your Karl Marx iconography, you communist pigs. I mean, my God, Nick, communist Koopas. Can you imagine?
I just love the idea that there's these Soviet troops with rocket launchers just down the street.
Yeah, right. Just hanging out.
American police were bad.
I also love that the buildings in this particular town are just pure wallpaper. Like look at them. They're like, can you imagine living in this city? It would be the most oppressive fucking... Like, you would wake up every day in, like, a nervous, anxious wreck. Because, like, you can't get out.
Or the landmines on the grounds.
Like, I just want to go to a fucking park. No, not without navigating building block A. Oh, God. I mean, look at this place. Who would live here? None of the buildings even have doors. It's all just one big building.
You know, valid point. I haven't seen a single door yet.
There are no doors. They're just windows. There we go. You got him. You will have him.
I just need to make sure the mines went off so that I don't drive over them.
There's some to your left. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, did I not hit him?
I still love their, like, screams of anguish as you run over them. Hey, there's a door. There's another door.
There's a couple.
There's two doors. That's plenty of doors.
I think I can go left or right here.
What was the city in Morrowind where it's all just kind of like one big infrastructure? Vivek? Oh yeah, I also forgot that this game has screaming rocket launchers.
That's the only way to describe them.
They are Banshee rocket launchers is what they are.
Okay, I think they've all killed themselves at this point.
Right. Okay, one of us has to stop firing for a second, guys. I'm getting a little overwhelmed here.
Yeah, there's two routes you can go to the end. I think this is the shorter one, but it's got the rocket launchers, whereas the other one is longer, but it's just got guys with guns.
Yeah, rocket launchers can't do shit to a tank. Ah! So remind me, Nick, was that city called Vivek? Morrowind.
No, I had to run one more over. Yes, the obscenely large city and Morrowind. Yeah, Vivek.
Yeah, and it's like 4 interconnected, like, big blocks, if I'm remembering
Yeah,
correct.
try 14.
Yeah, okay. Fucking Mario. Look at him. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Oh my god. I want to see deepfake technology used to put Mario in the Die Hard movie. I want to see Die Hard starring Mario.
Ooh, is the texturing going to be wonky here?
No, the floor is just black.
Okay, I'm just walking on this this void. All right.
You don't have black floors in your house? What?
Almost got me.
For those of you just jumping in at this point in the episode, we should remind you this is a ROM hack.
No, this is the official game.
This is the game. What are you talking about, Chris?
This isn't what you played as a kid.
You never played Super Goldeneye 64?
Yeah, Super Goldeneye Brothers.
Super Goldeneye Bros.
Super Gold.
Super Gold Bros. That just makes them sound like a pair of Jewish twins.
Geez.
It's the Goldman Bros. Yay.
Oh, he's got a grenade. Did he already pull the pin, though? He did not.
Nope, he got it. It's a mine now.
Now, where's the illegal weapon
floor.
dump?
What the hell?
Huh?
Look, open up the warehouse. Look, they've got floors.
Yeah.
Huh.
Here's the illegal weapons dump. Okay.
The illegal weapons.
No, that's what it is. It's an illegal weapons dump.
There's just a bunch of fucking shady Koopas running like an arms dealership. Oh, God. But seriously, though, screaming rocket launchers. Am I the only one who thought that was weird as a kid?
It was unusual, but eventually you kind of just, like, recognize it from, oh, hello. From old B movie sound effects.
Ah, okay. So
it's just one of those free stock sounds you can get.
Yeah, right. So completely sidestepping the previous topic of Nier Automata, I've been meaning to ask you for like 3 months now, but it kept slipping my mind. Did you ever end up playing Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
Oh, dude, you gotta.
My tolerance for enormous 100-hour games just isn't there anymore. Okay,
I understand that, but at the same time, and this is gonna sound kind of arbitrary, it's more like a 50-hour game than a 100-hour game.
Mario's just on a rampage. Jesus.
Yeah, right. Mario just fucking doesn't give a shit anymore. All that being said,
I've heard good things about it, but I got so burnt out on the Batman, Assassin's Creed genre games that it just it never held any appeal to me.
I would encourage you to, I guess, like, divorce yourself mentally from those concepts. I just realized I've been playing this not in full screen here. Whoops. That's all right. Part of this episode is just gonna look a little weird. That's okay. And just, like, enjoy it, like, on its own merits, because it really, like, other than, like, this is a kind of a history kind of game that takes place in an open world, it could really have less to do with Assassin's Creed.
Well,
or
but
for that matter. It does have
like
some stealth elements, but yeah.
My buddy Glenn came over and we played it for a couple solid hours, so I got to see some, you know, mid to high level play of the game, and I mean, it really did. It looked nice and polished, but like I said, it just kind of looked like every other large open world game I've seen.
Okay, I dig. I dig.
Very polished. Just I've seen this before.
No, I do understand that. That being said, though, like, I don't think I've ever been quite as sucked into an open world game as I was with that. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just really like Asian shit, but like, it really, like, the whole samurai code aspect of the game and the sword play in it was absolutely one of the most phenomenal gameplay mechanics I think I've ever experienced. And even if you don't play all the way through it, if you find it like on a sale now that the PS5 is out and PS4 games are going to start showing up dirt cheap, like it's almost like The Witcher 3 in that you really, really get your money's worth out of it. It's probably one of the only games I've played recently that was an absolute joy from the moment I picked it up to the moment I put it down. But, like, there was never a part of that game where I felt like, man, I kind of want to be playing something else, or, like, I'll be glad when this part is over.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten my, I feel like I'm getting my open world itch scratched through Genshin Impact right now.
Okay.
Like, you know, I just feel like my free time is so jealously guarded these days.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like I generally only pick up one project at a time for like a solid 3 to 4 month span. But that being said,
right, because they're just, damn, painting a house sure takes a long time, and then reciting it yourself, right?
Raising 2 kids, as it turns out, is a little bit of work.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, though, like I was very pleased to have that as like my free time project over the summer. It really...
So now my question becomes, what do you think ends up walking away with Game of the Year this year?
For me, Doom Eternal.
Oh, not for you. I mean, just like the masses.
That's a good question. I don't know. I think Doom Eternal is a respectable candidate. I don't think FF7 is mainstream enough to take that. Even though I think under like the JRPG community there would be no question. I don't know. I think Ghost of Tsushima was a surprise to enough people that it has a good shot.
Holy Jesus!
That is a big old fucking Bowser.
He is just shoving his gun through her mouth.
That's not her mouth, Nick.
Alright, let's see if I can still do this. No. You can usually kill the both of them and get a little bit of extra time.
That would be hilarious.
No, that's exactly how the mechanic works.
Oh, really? I don't think I've ever successfully done that.
Once you kill Arvromov, if you manage to shoot Trevelyan and Xenia, you get some extra time to work the floor.
Nick, who's your favorite Bond girl?
Bond what?
Girl.
Oh. Well, let me think on that. You're making me think of like 20 different movies here.
Right.
I'm gonna go with, strangely enough, Natalia.
Okay, Natalia's great.
She was enough of a character instead of just a set piece.
I think Pussy Galore, like, just because...
she obviously had the boldest name.
Yes. That being said, too, like, I think it was, like, the first time in my adolescent life that I ever unironically used the word pussy. And I respect her for that, you know?
Yeah, they
I don't
just
know, like, when you
all
think of, like, the
subtlety for that.
quintessential Bond girl, right? I think Natalia was, like, a step forward and, like, oh, wow, it's a Bond girl that's not just there for having sex with Bond. I mean, she definitely had sex with Bond, but she did lots of other stuff before that.
She had a career as a computer programmer, damn it.
Yeah, right? I thought Natalia was great. But that being said, like, I don't know, there's something that just resonates with you about a name like Pussy Galore.
Like I said, it was, you almost had to do your own double take as to, wait, what? Excuse me?
Okay, can you imagine hearing that
that's
in...
just short for, no, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, when did that movie come out? It had to have been, like, 65 or 70 or something like that.
In the 70s, early 70s.
Can you just imagine, like, sitting in a theater with, like, you're on a date or something, and you hear that fucking get said. It's like, holy shit. Oh, I love this level.
Oh, wow, we're winding down here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Look at that outfit!
I fucking love that!
Look at that outfit!
That's amazing. Off we go. This was another level that blew my mind as a kid. It's like, holy shit,
this
I'm in
was
the
cool
jungle.
because of the lack of visibility.
Yeah.
And just seeing the guys kind of come out of the poorly rendered fog.
Yeah, but again, it didn't seem poorly rendered back then. I was in the jungle, you know? Like, this was like a wide open, like, expanse of, you know, trees, and I was out here surviving with my woman. It's just...
Well, I mean, that's what it was the game had issues rendering out as far as it could. That's why so much of Morrowind is shrouded in fog, is just they didn't have a way to render everything, so...
Sure. Can we talk a little bit about Snake Eater's
instead
jungle?
of having it be a limitation, they turned it into, you know, an addition to the game.
Yeah, it made it more intense.
They turned a weakness into a strength.
And you gotta love that about these games, like these early 3D games, and kind of like the limitations that they found ways around. You know, that was cool. Well, what I was just gonna say to you is, can we talk a little bit about Snake Eater's jungle setting?
You know what? I don't really remember Snake Eater very well. I played through it once.
No,
I enjoyed it thoroughly, and then I never touched it again.
Snake Eater is probably, you know how last time we were just recording an hour ago, and I said there's very few games released today that I can picture myself revisiting 20 years later. For me, Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably the most recent game released that I would.
Get a 3 for?
Yeah, you did. Oh nope, he lived. That was close, though. Metal Gear Solid 3 is probably the most recently released game, and that's 2004, that I would actually play, you know, 20 years later. Like, to me, it was that
rare
good.
Games where you could probably release it again right now without having to do any touch-up work, and it would still work as a modern game.
Yes. And I think a large part of that is just the setting. Like, the fucking Soviet jungle. That like sneaking around in the tall grass, and the best parts of the game, of course, like every Metal Gear game, are the parts where they just release you from the story and let you actually enjoy, like, the stealth and the, like, really carefully crafted environment. That was brilliant. Like, I don't even have any clever words to describe it. This reminds me of it because I remember in 1997 feeling that same sense of scale, but like with Metal Gear Solid 3, if I were to plug it in right now and play it, I would still feel that same sense of scale. Like, that was just a meticulously well-crafted environment.
Oh, I was not ready for any of this.
Daisy,
okay, back across the bridge.
Be all mine. What was the Austin Powers Bond girl? A lot of vagina.
There were several of them that were very punny. Oh, that was not nearly as difficult as I feared.
Yeah, you really put her down, Nick.
Took care of business there. Okay.
My God. There's no way to get the Moonraker in the campaign, is there?
Well, except for the bonus level, Aztec.
Bonus level, yeah, okay, that's right, Aztec.
But no, you don't get it outside of that.
Yeah, you just get it in multiplayer.
That is not what I wanted to do. I like how they're just standing there.
Yeah, right, like, huh? Did you just see that explosion? That happens all the time in the jungle. It's trees, you know, they release a lot of oxygen, they combust. Sure. Wow, those turrets are less than useless, aren't they?
Well, they're actually very deadly, but the way the graphic rendering works on this particular ROM is that they pop up immediately when they come within view. So there's no surprise about accidentally.
Yeah, no, you don't need to worry about them, do you?
Because that was always the danger of playing it on the N64, is you didn't know when the next one was coming up.
Yeah, because they would just pop out of the fog, wouldn't they?
Yeah, your conversation about Snake Eater reminds me just how good a game Metal Gear Solid 5 was, for the most part.
It was. No, Metal Gear Solid 5 was... You know, it's kind of weird. That was a series that seemed to always hit its stride on the odd-numbered entries, you know?
That very true.
1, 3, and 5 were excellent. 2 and 4 had their demons, you know? That being said, though, I still love 2. It's just, you know... it had some very questionable choices.
Two I could just never appreciate, and 4 wasn't even a game in my opinion.
4 was weird. 4 was just weird. Like I'm not ready to call it bad because when I was playing it, I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I don't know what my beef with it is. I can't articulate it to this day.
Well, like I said, it was hardly even a game for the most part.
It was like
it was mostly
like
just
gameplay
cutscenes.
sandwiched between a few movies. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. And then whatever wasn't a cutscene was just a rehash of Metal Gear Solid 1 until you go back to Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, right. You literally go back to Shadow Moses. That's right. And granted, that was kind of cool to see.
Well, it's not even that. You like basically refight all the bosses from Metal Gear Solid 1 as well.
But I seem to remember that mission being like 10 minutes long though. Like maybe that was just how I played the game or something like that. But I remember like they had those fucking annoying little like robot octopus ball
things or whatever.
Things. Yeah. And then you got to like yeah, you're right. You had the sniper battle, you had the tank battle, and then you had Raiden get crushed by a goddamn boat for some reason. And they're like, thank God he made it.
Yep. Uh-huh.
That was the laziest fucking writing I think I've ever like. It's almost like they had a team storyboarding and rendering. It's like, okay, this is Raiden's death scene. You know, guys, we got to make it dramatic. We got to make it something memorable. And then like someone at like the day before the game got released was like watching. Was like, oh no, we can't have Raiden die. We've got to have him for like a gameplay sequel. Like, oh okay, guess he just fucking lives then.
Mario.
I know.
It made total sense to me. It was just more of the over-the-top anime nonsense. I had mentally checked out so long before then that I just kind of shrugged as like, what the fuck ever.
No, I don't accept
whatever,
that.
Whatever, Raiden's alive, whatever.
I don't fucking accept that to this day. Like, I watched Raiden die, and then 2 minutes later, like, man, he's really lucky to be alive. Like, fuck you, game.
We're not even mentioning the fact that for some reason Mount Rushmore was carved onto the submarine that crushed him.
That's right. I'd completely forgotten about that.
That wasn't even the weirdest thing that happened, Chris.
No, it wasn't. That was just that's right. That game, maybe that's why to this day I still struggle with that game. It was so criminally weird. Like even weird on Metal Gear standards.
God. It wasn't like David Lynch weird. It was just baffling.
I think they were aiming for profound, but they missed the mark.
It was aiming for profound, and it horrifically missed the mark.
Yeah, quite a bit.
It was again, unfortunately, Hideo Kojima just kind of going a little overboard.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the game has its defenders, so...
Well, like I said, the parts of the game that I actually got to play, I enjoy. I never disliked the gameplay. I thought like the on-the-fly stealth suit mechanic was kind of a cool thing. Uh-oh, I think we're freezing up again.
Oh.
Hold on. Wait a second. Alright, I'm gonna pause it just to be safe.
Sure. Well, okay.
Yeah, Discord doesn't seem to know how to handle these N64 graphics, you know?
I'm surprised it's working as well as it is, honestly.
We've gotten 2 good episodes out of this game so far, and I have no doubt the finale will be any less epic. All that being...
I'll be happy if I'm able to make it to this stage. Control has always infamously been the most frustrating stage in the whole game.
Yeah. This one is... I remember this one being, like, almost impassable to me as a kid because it all looks so damn the same.
Same. No, I mean, it's a long stage, and there's a lot of points where you can fail very easily, particularly when you're protecting Natalia.
No, for me, the biggest part of it was, like, it's all either stone corridors or warehouse. And, like, there was nothing enough there was nothing differential enough from area to area that like I could ever remain oriented. And you're right, defending Talia is also a pain.
Yeah, this is primarily the reason why we're playing out on Agent and not 00.
Yeah, I can see that.
I had no problem with 00 Agent when I played this a couple of years back, up until this point.
Hey, look, it's Yoshi. I am invincible. Oops.
Pretty sure if you kill him, you fail.
Did Yoshi just pull a fucking gun on you?
He did, very poorly.
God damn it, Yoshi.
Alright, what are the objectives again? Protect Peach, disable the satellite, destroy mainframes. Okay, so we do need to go into the next room.
I say you kill him. Did you just say stupid Mario Bros team?
Oh, I think that's the screen name of the guy who made the mod.
Ah, okay.
Because that's literally the file name is Stupid Mario Brothers.
That's awesome.
Ooh. Almost got me.
So Nick, overall, what is your favorite Metal Gear?
Oh, 5.
5? Okay.
Because it felt the least like Metal. Well, yeah, 5 because it felt the least like a Metal Gear game.
Okay. For me, it's 3, hands down.
I mean, like 1, I really thoroughly enjoyed because
I loved 1 too.
It was basically just Die Hard.
Yeah.
With like the JRPG nonsense far enough in the background to where I could just kind of pretend it was a decent action movie.
Yeah.
But then 5 was just such a fun romp in an open-ended world, and I was able to just pretty much ignore the storyline. So,
okay.
As you can see, I think very little of Hideo Kojima's storytelling.
Yeah,
that's,
and I don't
in my
blame
opinion,
you.
not where his strength is.
No, but what I do think the strength is kind of the secondary, but still distinctly Kojima. Just the willingness he has to never take the game itself too seriously and just to have fun crafting it. And so that's what I always like about the Metal Gear games, is that they're always kind of campy and self-aware. It's just that the further he gets into like this finger quotes serious part of the narrative, the further it strays from what I actually enjoy about those games. So for me, my favorites are 3, 1, 5, 2, 4. Now that's how I would rank Metal Gear, like the canonical main series, basically.
1, 2, 3. I forget how many of these there are I gotta destroy.
You seem to be doing well.
I don't remember how many, but I do remember all their locations. So.
I like how they take just a moment to process that they've been harmed. You know? Oh yeah, I got to explode.
Well, they are armored mainframes, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have any mines left? Okay, because I got at least one more mainframe to destroy.
You got plenty of mines. Can you blow them up with guns eventually?
No, you can only destroy them with mines. That's why the mines are important.
So you're working on a limited resource then?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, there's so many things that can go wrong in this game, this level.
Boy, this area is just... What? What just happened there?
Oh, that was just something extra they added.
Okay.
All I remember is I think he pulls a laser on you.
It's like, why is Mario wearing a headset?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like a director cameo.
I gotcha. That was another thing that I enjoyed about mid-90s Squaresoft were the debug rooms.
Oh yeah, those were in almost every game.
Yeah, Final Fantasy IV had one. Granted, not in the English version, but Chrono Trigger had one. Shit, I want to say FF8 had one too, but you had to like do something weird to access it.
All right, here we go. I hate this. I hate this part. A lot of things get easier as an adult. This isn't one of them.
Why the fuck do these communist Koopas hate Brooklyn so much? That's like such an arbitrary place to try to... That's like trying to fucking blow up Indianapolis, you know? It's like, okay, we want to do some damage, but not too much damage.
Would anybody even miss it? That's the question.
Would Brooklyn, if you're watching right now, people from Brooklyn, would you miss Brooklyn? I mean, besides the pizza. Wow, this is almost too easy in this version, isn't it?
By the way,
what's that?
What's your favorite pizza toppings, Chris?
I'm a pretty traditional guy. I like sausage, pepperoni, green pepper, and mushroom. Like, that's my perfect pizza.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Where's it? Okay, I heard a grenade.
It kind of took care of itself.
I am one of those weirdos who unironically enjoys anchovies on their pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so confession time here. Out of all the things that I've tried in my life, and I consider myself a relatively adventurous eater, I have never tried anchovies.
Yeah, I first tried anchovies on a pizza 4 years ago with my brother-in-law when we were having a New Year's thing, and they're good. I mean, they're just... I'm surprised they're not like
little salty fish, right?
Yeah, they're very salty, just like pepperoni.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean...
But with the added omega-3s, right?
Huh?
But with the added omega-3s, right?
There you go. So it's almost even a little healthier for you.
Yeah. It's a fucking it's fucking fish pizza. It's protein, it's fiber. Enjoy it.
Well, I had a hankering for some anchovy pizza for the longest time today.
No kidding.
Well, then I got a migraine, and it's like, well, now I don't feel like eating anything.
You know, it's funny you should mention that, because about 20 minutes before we started filming tonight, I had a slice of pizza with Sarah, and fucking burned the hell out of the roof of my mouth.
Was it an Avers pizza?
No, we were slumming it. We just heated up a frozen pizza.
Well, that went incredibly well. The sides didn't even explode.
I was gonna say, it helps when your enemies' heads take up fucking half the screen.
The fact that they can be shot so easily coming down the stairs greatly helps. But see, the problem is like when you've got them coming down the stairs and you've got them blowing out the glass and coming at you on the sides, it's very stressful.
I kind of get the feeling there's like a sub-story here of this particular mod of the game where none of the Koopas is actually like in this fight of their own volition. They're here because they have to be here, you know, and they just want to die. They just want their suffering to end, so they just walk out in front of you.
Like stepping in front of that speeding train. Boy, God, there's so many.
But yeah, no, we just heated up like a fucking DiGiorno, and I burned the hell out of the roof of my mouth. So I've been dealing with that for the last 2 hours.
It's been forever since I've had a DiGiorno.
It's... You know, it like, if you strictly just need to be eating pizza, it meets that requisite, you know? Like, it is pizza,
serviceable,
and it is consumable, right? But, like, you're never gonna, like, have a DiGiorno and be like, this is fucking amazing pizza.
At least I hope not.
But, you know, like, I guess if it's your first pizza, and like, you've never had pizza
after
before.
You've been a POW in Vietnam for 20 years. Yeah,
it's like, hey, this is fucking delicious, salty
nonsense.
Do you think
there's ever been anybody on death row whose last request was like, yeah, I just want a DiGiorno pizza? Right. like who's that poor sap?
Do you remember those fucking commercials from the 90s for Do they still make Tombstone pizza?
Oh yeah, what do you want on your Tombstone?
Yeah, what do you want on your Tombstone? Extra cheese and pepperoni. It wasn't even a fucking option. Like, you could get pepperoni, but there was no extra
gimmick,
cheese.
And they used it over and over.
Yep. I remember those commercials vividly. There was like the Wild West one where it's like, what do you want on your tombstone, hombre? And there was like the guy who's like fucking some dude's daughter and he was gonna kill him. And he's like, what do you want on your tombstone? Your daughter's vagina. What?
I don't remember this commercial at all.
Well, he didn't say it like that. But it was literally like, those are the only two I remember. There was the Wild West one. And there was the one where the guy's like screwing around with the dude's daughter, and like he catches him. And he
it was
what
the
he wants
Wild
on his
West theme because of the movie Tombstone that had come out earlier.
Yeah. Well, which made the dating your daughter one all the more jarring. All right, Nick, final question of the evening, because we want to end on a high note here. What's your favorite, like, take and bake pizza? Your frozen pizza. What's your favorite?
Oh, he threw a grenade at me. That's adorable.
You tried.
I would have to say,
We're not talking like gourmet top of the line pizza.
I'm going like the cheapest of the cheap. Like a great value $1 pizza.
Jack's.
There's just something weird about it to where I don't know.
It's almost like a different
like,
genre of pizza. I know what you mean. It's like the really thin crust and like the just their sauce, Yeah.
It's like I'm eating something that I'm keenly aware is not pizza, but is in fact some life form imitating pizza.
Right. It's like pizza product. They can't call it pizza on the box.
And I'd rather have that over the pizza that it's imitating. I don't know. It's weird.
It doesn't have the pretense of pretending to be good pizza.
It's basically a wet sponge with a little bit of sauce, and I don't know. It's just one of those things that's like hardwired in me genetically.
It is carbohydrate-based sustenance. That's all. That's all Nick wants from his frozen
I need a pizza, but
right?
I can't be bothered. Boy, Mario is fat.
And he is, man. He's put on
some
weight.
He's like Joe Don Baker wide.
He's been eating too much carbohydrate-based sustenance, which is ironically going to be the title of this episode. So Nick, before we close this episode up, though, I've got to share mine with you. If you ever get a chance, and you probably already had it, but home run in pizza.
How did they get the Koopa Troopas photoshopped in there?
Right.
That's awesome.
They did really well with this. Home run in pizza, if you've ever had that.
Doesn't sound familiar, unfortunately.
It's got like this kind of buttery, flaky crust. Like you could serve it to me. Like I would pay $5 to $10 for this from a cheap pizza place and actually enjoy it. If you ever get a chance to try it, it's just good frozen pizza. It's kind of the same thing. It doesn't pretend to be like really high end, like those stupid DiGiorno commercials where it's like, oh no, it's not delivery. You know fucking well what you're being fed. No, Home Run In does its own thing, and it does it well.
Traditionally, if I want a pizza and I don't feel like going to Marco's, I keep like 3 things of dough in the freezer, so I'll just roll it out, get some sauce and some cheese, and just make my own pizza from scratch typically. So
that sounds fucking delightful. And I'm gonna have to reheat a piece of this pizza before I go to bed now. But thank you for that. All right, Nick. So next time, dare we dream to finish this series?
Good lord, there's only like 4 missions left. We're gonna actually finish a project in 2.5 episodes.
Yeah. Well, in that case, we've definitely got to do the optional secret level then too.
Well, yeah, that's counting the optional secret levels.
Oh, okay, never mind that. All right. Well, next time on Next time on Play the Hits, we put this bad boy to bed.
Yeah. Well, look at us actually finishing a project in less than 2 months.
We've been finishing projects all over the place. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. Great. You know what? We just got hot off the case of Mega Man.
Yeah,
so.
and Alan Wake just didn't fucking happen. That was just
you know what? That game had its chance. That game had its chance.
It blew its chance. Unlike this game. All right, Nick. Thank you so much. This has been awesome, and I can't wait to finish it.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. Can't wait for that showdown on the cradle in the next episode.
Indeed. We will see you then, my friend.